Hi guys! Today I am doing a totally natural drugstore makeup look. I thought this was very necessary to do because I've been doing a lot of glamorous in-your-face makeup looks with using a lot of high-end products. So I thought that I would do something a lot more simple and drugstore so that it's a look anyone can achieve. Anyone can achieve this. It will look beautiful on anyone. You can tailor the darkness of the neutrals to your skin tone and it will just look beautiful. So if you'd like to see how to get this everyday, neutral, natural, glamorous look, then just keep watching. Hey guys, okay, so to start out this natural glam look, we're going to start out with the eyes today, mainly because you want the under eye to be all cleaned up after the eyeshadow. So as I said, I'm going to try and keep this as drugstore as possible. There are a couple of staples that I do have that I haven't found a drugstore alternative for that I do like better, but it's only a couple of things. So we'll just get started. So I'm using the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly to prime my eyes. This is one of those items that isn't drugstore. And I do have, well, I would be using a drugstore primer, but I actually am all out of the e.l.f. one that I had in a previous smoky eye tutorial. Now I have already moisturized my face, but make sure you do that. It is a very important step to making your foundation look good and to keep your face looking nice and fresh. Okay, so for the eyeshadow we're using the Maybelline Nudes palette. This is really perfect for just a nude kind of natural look, and it's drugstore. And I absolutely love this palette. I've talked about it so many times. So we're just going to be taking a big old fluffy blending brush and we're going to be dipping it into the light taupey brown color right, my finger's on top of it, so right about here. I don't know if you can see that. I wish I had names for all the colors, but I know it's not their thing. So this is just going to go in the crease, and you just want to be really light-handed. You don't want to put too much product on because you do want this to just be a easy, natural look. This isn't a no makeup look, but it's just nice, neutral, easy makeup for every day. Because I know that there are people who don't like to just go all out and they just like something simple. So that's why I'm doing this today. Okay, and now moving on to the lid. I'm just going to be taking this, I don't know, buffy skin tone color, and this is just going to go right on the lid. Now because it is the exact same color as my skin tone, you can't really tell, but it just makes the look more seamless, if that makes any sense at all. I feel like I'm not making sense today. And then I'm just taking that big brush again and just making sure the crease is all blended out. So now for a brow highlight, we're just going to be taking this shimmery white color and just dusting that on the brow bone. Just gonna fan this up on the in the inner corner. Alright, now we do want to deepen up the crease just a little bit, so I'm just taking a smaller fluffy brush and we're just gonna go one shade darker, and this is the warm tone of brown right here. And like I said, be very light-handed. You want to only apply a little bit of product because you do want to keep this very natural looking. And it's always better to add more product than to have to take away. So you also want to start with just a little bit on your brush for that reason too. Now I'm just going to take a Sephora blending brush and going to blend all of this out. We're moving on to the face. So we want to keep it nice and natural. This is also not a drugstore product. It's just a sample primer that I have. I do have a drugstore primer, but it's in my daughter's room right now because we're storing my vanity in there and she's taking a nap, so I can't really go in and get it. Okay, so for a kind of natural foundation look, I do want to use the Maybelline Dream Wonder. I love this stuff. I think it's a little too dark for me. I did buy this in the springtime when I had a little more color in my face, but it's the only color I have for this, so we'll just work with it. It's not that bad, actually. Go down the neck just to make sure. Okay, so first I'm going to buff it out with a foundation brush. Okay, then I'm just going to take a little bit more product on my hand and just a beauty sponge, and this will just make sure it's all blended out. And you want to use a beauty blender because it will help hydrate the face and will give kind of a seamless blend. And so sometimes, depending on the foundation you use, it won't look like you're wearing any foundation, so it just gives a more natural look. When I want a natural finish, when I want my foundation to have a natural finish, I like to use the blender or the sponge. This is a natural beauty blender. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I love this stuff. And you really want to put it on the under eye to cover up any dark circles that you might have. And anywhere else that you just have to cover up just a little bit. So a little bit up there for me. And then right down here. Okay. Then I just blend it out with my finger. And then to finish off the blending, I take the sponge again. Okay, so that is it for the foundation and concealer. I'm going to set my foundation now. I'm using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder in translucent. This is the loose powder. It's very comparable. It's actually pretty much a dupe for the Makeup Forever loose powder. So I just take my e.l.f. Kabuki brush and I get a little bit on there and then I put it in the lid and I swirl it around and press it in. Now we're going to finish up some eyeshadow on the under eye. So going back into the Maybelline Nudes palette, we're going to be taking a little definition pencil. This is just a angled eyeliner brush, or just a small angled brush, the E65 from Sigma. And we're going to dip it into that first color we used right there. And you're just going to trace your bottom lash line. Now you're just going to take another small brush. This is just a pencil brush, the E30, and you're going to dip it into the kind of chocolatey brown color, and you're just going to go on the outer half of the lower lash line. And drag it up a little bit to tie in with the upper eyeshadow. And we are going to, I know you see the line right there, but it is going to be blended out. And then whatever's excess on here, just kind of smoke at that lower lash line. Now with the blending brush, you just want to blend that other line that you created with the eyeshadow up into your crease. We're going to be using a little bit of eyeliner just for tight lining only on the upper eyeshadow line, or only on the upper lash line. Just a little bit of tight lining just to thicken up your eyelashes. Yeah. Oh, so I'm just using the Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner in Blackest Black. I use this every single day. I talk about it all the time. Alright, so that's it for the eyeliner actually. Now I'm going to do the face makeup. We're going to do just a light contour, so I'm just going to take my contouring brush, and I'm using the e.l.f. And e.l.f. Contour and Blush Duo. Now, as you recall me saying in other videos with this, you want to be very light-handed. It is very pigmented. So I literally just pressed once. I didn't like swipe my brush and everything. I just pressed once, and that's enough product actually. Alright, and then I just take my F05 and I blend it out. And it just provides a very subtle contour that almost looks just natural. Now for the blush, I'm just going to take my NARS brush in number 20. It's just a blush brush. And like I said, very light-handed. Just going to dip a little bit in there. Then I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Kabuki brush again and I'm going to blend these together. Okay, that is it for the face makeup. I am going to do now for some mascara. This is also not a drugstore product. It's the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, but it's just a sample that I have. Now, I'm not going to do a lot of mascara. It's just to kind of open up the eyes a little bit. Okay, so I did go back and add just a teeny bit more brown right there just because it did disappear a little bit. But yeah, so this is it for the eyeliner, mascara, and all that jazz. So you really want to do a natural eyebrow for this. I'm not going to like line out my eyebrows or anything. I'm just going to do little kind of flecking motions. Flicks. I want to do little flicks to just fill in any of the bald spots on my eyebrows. You just want to go with the natural shape of your eyebrow. Okay, so that is it for the eyebrows. Now moving on to the lips. I am using three things. I'm using the Rebel & Color Stay lip liner in nude, and then I'm using the Kate Rimmel, it's kind of just like a nude color, and this is color number 113, and then I'm just going to put the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme de Nude right over top of it, in Creme Brulee right over top of that. Alright, so this is it for the makeup look. I really want to dial it down today and just do a makeup look that is kind of derived towards, is derived the word? I think it is. Anyway, derived towards just a larger group of people, because I know that a lot of people don't have the money for the more high-end products, and a lot of people don't like to go bam, bam, bam in your face every single day with makeup. So I really decided to do something that was perfect for every single day. Anyone can achieve it at any budget. So yeah, that's why I did this makeup look. So let me know what you think down in the comments if you like it or if you don't. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe right here. I always have a little button for you to click. So other than that, I'm gonna get going, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.